Welcome to part two. And part two, we're going to start with number 56 and go through my 111 brands that I have tried from Sephora and go over my number one picks with you guys. We are on Kaja. Kaja has quite a few interesting, kind of, I don't know, girly, little teen focused, but they do have some cute products. My number one pick is the Juicy Glass Lip Oil. There are 4 shades available and it's $18. It is a tiny little component, but it has a little heart in there that you can shake. It's like a little bead. But I do really love this formula. It has the big applicator like Dior. I'll just kind of tap some on over whatever lip combo I have going on, or I like to use this on its own. And it's beautiful and it feels really, really nice. I do highly recommend that. Kate Somerville. I do not have this with me. It is up in my shower, but it is the Exfoliate Intensive Exfoliating Treatment. I have the mini that was 24, or you can get a full size for 78. It is very pricey, but it does work. I like to use it probably, I would say like once a week, sometimes twice a week. I've built up a little bit of a tolerance to it now. I'm working on my pores and my texture, and I think my skin is looking really good these days. That is a good product. Next up, Kayali. This is another product that I get a lot of compliments on. It is the Yum Pistachio Gelato Intense Perfume. Also offer a $100 bottle and then a $138 bottle. I've almost used this up. It is so good. Very sweet. If you're looking for a really nice scent, the Yum Pistachio is really good. And like I said, I do get a lot of compliments on that one, so I feel like a lot of people would enjoy it. Next up is the Kiehl's brand. Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. You can get a mini for $37 or a full size for $60. This I don't have any longer, but it's something that I would repurchase because I do love how lightweight and moisturizing it is for my under eyes. It's one of those products that will not let you down. It's a really good eye cream. So that's something I would definitely recommend from the brand. The brand is pricey, so a lot of their products are at the higher end of skincare. I only had the mini for $37, so I don't feel like that's too big of a splurge. And to get the discount, yes, I think it's definitely worth it. And we have the brand Kosas. This is the Cloud Set Baking, Setting, and Smoothing Talc-Free Vegan Powder. There are 10 shades. You can get a mini for $18 or a full size for $35. I have the mini in the shade Breezy. And this is a beautiful powder. It's very lightweight, it's smoothing, and I love it. There's nothing I can say that is bad about this. This is the number one thing I would recommend from Kosas because a lot of their complexion products do tend to go bad pretty quickly. So I feel like this is your safest bet from the brand, and you won't be disappointed in how it works on the skin. I think it would be good for anybody. It would work really well for people with dry skin because it's such a lightweight powder. It's not going to feel heavy or cakey. The next brand is KVD, and I just recently purchased this, but I have tried it before with a sample. This is the Good Apple Full Coverage Serum Foundation. There are 40 shades available and it's $42. I picked it up in the shade Medium 048, and I feel like it's a really good match for me, but it's a little light when I'm freshly self-tanned. This bottle is so stunning. I feel like this would be a really good formula for a lot of skin types, and I would recommend it. And I found it on the Ulta semi-annual sale or whatever it's called now. It's not 21 Days of Beauty anymore. But anyway, I was able to get this for 50% off. And if you're able to find it and still get at least the 20% off discount, pick it up. It's really good. We have Lancome, the Lash Idole Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara. You can get a mini for $16 or the full size for $30. You all have heard me rave about this forever and ever, and it'll always be my number one lower lash mascara. It's phenomenal. It does not transfer, does not flake, and I can even use it on my upper lashes. I'll use this first and then another mascara, and I love it. I absolutely love this mascara. And out of everything I've tried from Lancome, I would say this is my number one pick because it's the best, like, bang for your buck. It's worth it. Okay? It is. It's just worth it. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. There are 4 different shades available at Sephora for $24, or you can get the Dreamy Lip Kit for $20. It's limited edition, but you're going to get like 4 different shades or flavors, however you want to look at it, and it's only $20. They are super tiny. Like this is one of the little minis that came in one of the sets. This one's berry, and you only get 3 grams of product in here, but I have the gummy bear one right here. They're just so good. Highly suggest it. Try out the kit, see which flavor or color is your favorite. I feel like berry is the most universal. It looks like just a light pink on the lips. The gummy bear has a hint of purple to it. There's a chocolate one I have over there on my bed. They're everywhere. It's such a good lip mask, but the chocolate one does have a brown tint to it. So just keep that in mind. If you're looking for something that's just going to be a nice neutral color that's not going to stand out that you could wear during the day, I would go for the berry shade. Next up is Laura Mercier, and my favorite product, hands down, is this, and this is newer to me. It's the translucent loose setting powder, but it's the pink tone up rose shade. It's only available online, and they have it in a full size at Sephora for $47. For the longest time, I could not find this in a full size, and I had to get the mini. So what happened was I ordered the Laura Mercier foundation from Laura Mercier's website, and I got this in a little sample. And as soon as I tried it on my under eyes, I was like, okay, I need that. Well, I couldn't find the full size, so I had to settle for the mini. This is a very light pink, like baby pastel pink, like very, very light. But it is a wonderful, lightweight version of the Laura Mercier translucent powder. If you've ever tried the Laura Mercier powder on your under eyes, then you know it can be a little too heavy. This is where you want to go. If you want the Laura Mercier formula, but a little bit more lightweight and a little bit more brightening than the regular, try this out. We have Lawless, and Lawless has a few things that I really enjoy. The powder is really good, their pressed powder, but this is by far my #1 pick. The Conceal the Deal Lightweight Concealer. There are 20 shades available, and it's $26. It says long wearing, skin nourishing, clean AF. I have the shade Maricona. Yeah, I think that's what it's called, Maricona. I did not use this one today because I used 3 other ones, and I could not use all these concealers together, but this one is really unique. I love it. It has a nice, it's a medium consistency formula. It's not thick, but it does kind of the same thing as the Haus Labs. When you start to blend it out, you'll feel like that little tug, like it's trying to dry down. But it blends out and is so smooth. It has caffeine in it, so it does plump the under eyes as well. It's a beautiful concealer. For $26, that's a good price for a really good concealer. We are on number 67 now. Living Proof. The full dry volume and texture spray. You can get a mini for $19. The full size is $36, or like this big value size for $43. It's a good dry shampoo. It's not my favorite formula for dry shampoo, but what I do prefer is the texture part of it. When I'm wanting to go for like beachy kind of waves, I will use that product. I don't have it right now, I'm out of it, but when I do, it does give a nice texture and volume to the hair. So I do really love that, and I would highly suggest trying it out if you have not. Okay, so I have to mention this. It took hours to film this video, and my mouth was getting so dry that that's why my lip gloss was gathering in my lips, and I just have to point that out because it's bugging me. So I just know it's distracting you too. Next up is LYS Beauty. No Limits Cream Bronzer and Contour Stick. There are 5 shades. It's $20. It's only available online. I'm not sure why, but this is what it looks like. I'm sure you have heard about this. Everybody raves about it. What shade do I have? Harmony, which I feel like is a really good shade for people with light to medium skin. It's a beautiful bronzer stick. The formula is so good. It is very, very pigmented, so be careful with how much you use, but you can see it just blends so nicely, and that's blending over concealer. It's really good. We are on Makeup Forever. These are the Artist Color Pencils, and they are available in 16 shades for $24. So the ABH are $22, I believe, so you're not really saving much money, but these are a dupe, in my opinion, in formula and color. Wherever Walnut, I'm going to put it here beside Muted Mauve. Okay. So I just want to show you, here is the Wherever Walnut, and right beside it is Muted Mauve. So there is just a slight difference in how pink, I guess how deep the pink is, but on the lips, I do not feel like there's much of a difference at all. And then here is Anywhere Caffeine next to Deep Taupe. There is Anywhere Caffeine right here, and this is Deep Taupe. Look how similar these shades are. I feel like they're very, very close on the lips. You won't be able to tell a difference, and I feel like the formulas are very, very similar. You know how popular these Makeup Forever pencils are. They sell out quite often. On number 70, the Makeup by Mario. Now, I want to say, if the Ethereal Eyes palette was still available on Sephora's website, that would be my number one pick from the brand. Because it's no longer available on Sephora, you can still get it on his website though. Just saying. My number one pick is going to be the Surreal Foundation F4 brush. It is $30. It's a dual-ended brush. This side is more fluffy, but yet still dense. And this side is more densely packed and smaller. This one's very similar to the BK Beauty 109 brush, but I love to use this for cream contour or blush. And I love to blend with this side. Wonderful multi-purpose brush. So I would highly recommend this. But like I said, if I had the option, I would have picked the Ethereal Eyes palette because, I mean, look how stunning. The best, one of my favorite palettes ever. Don't know why you can't get it at Sephora anymore, but oh well. Marc Jacobs brand, they only have fragrance, and my favorite by far is Daisy, just the original Daisy. It's so nice. Of course, it's a floral scent, but you can get the little rollerball for $36, but then it goes up to like 101, 137, 186. So it does get pricey for this Marc Jacobs fragrance, but it is a beautiful scent that I think is perfect for spring and summer. I love it. Brand is Mario Badescu, and I do not have this product with me, but it is the facial spray that I would suggest. Now, they're offering a trio. It's called Spritz Mist and Glow Facial Spray Trio for $24. If I was going to recommend a product, that would be it. It's a nice little refreshing spray. It's only $24. You get 3 of them, and you can try and see which one you like the best. And the next brand is Milk Makeup. There are quite a few things from Milk Makeup that I do enjoy, but my number one is the Pore Eclipse Mattifying and Blurring Transfer Proof Setting Spray. This is what it looks like. And it's got a nice little fancy nozzle, and the spray on it is pretty good. Wish it was more of like a continuous spray, but I do really enjoy this. It's $24 for the mini or $38 for the full size. It's a wonderful option for setting spray, so that would be my recommendation for Milk Makeup. Primer that goes with this is good too. It's very similar to the Cali Ray. Next brand is NARS, and I've tried a lot from NARS, but my number one holy grail is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer. There are 30 shades available, and they're $32, but literally this will last you so long because of how little product. I've had this for well over a year at this point. I know that. It's the shade Light 2.75 Keneal. It's perfect for me for spot concealing. It's the best formula out there for spot concealing in my opinion. And if I was going to do a like bridal makeup look or just full glam, and you had very dark, hollow under eyes, I would use this first and then a more lightweight concealer on top to give that nice, smooth under eye. But for me personally, I don't like to wear this on my under eyes very often. It can be a little heavy, but I love it for spot concealing. And it's definitely my number one product from NARS, hands down. Next up, we have Natasha Denona, and I have several palettes from Natasha Denona. I have complexion products. I tried a little bit of everything from the brand, but I have to tell you, this palette, the I Need a Nude eyeshadow palette, it's $69, so her palettes are pricey. If I had to give you a ranking of all my eyeshadow palettes, this would probably be in the top 3. And when I say top 3, the other ones are the one I just showed you from Makeup by Mario, the Ethereal Eyes, and then the Lunar Beauty Nude Prism. This one, of course, leans way more cool tone and pink, more neutral. The Makeup by Mario has a little bit of everything, in my opinion. You can get a warm look, a pink look, and then the Nude Prism from Lunar Beauty is kind of the same, where you can go for more of like an orangey, warm look, pink, or they do even have some browns in there. You can get so many looks out of all of these palettes, and I don't know, the formula, the shimmers. I'm wearing this currently on my eyes, and I'll show you. I used the shade Wit as my transition shade. Then I used the shade Vague right here in the outer V with a little tiny bit of Tender to give a little bit more depth. And then for my shimmer, I'm using Sheen all over the lid. And then Mia is more of like that inner corner pop of like blue shimmer, pink and blue. It's so gorgeous. Again, I don't know how I would rank out of those 3 palettes, but this would definitely be a top 3 palette of all time for me in my collection. Of course, I would recommend that you get this on sale if you can. Tasha Denona's website does deals as well, so you can look out for that. But if you are looking for an eyeshadow palette from Sephora during the sale, that would be my #1 pick. Next up is Nude Sticks, and I don't have this with me, but I have tried this formula, the Mini Sunkissed Blush and Bronze 3-piece kit. So you're going to get a bronzer stick and 2 blushes, and it's $29. It's limited edition, but all of those shades would flatter a light to medium skin tone, in my opinion. And if you're able to get 3 of them for $29, that's a really, really good deal. So if those shades are something that you think you would like, I would try and pick it up now while you can. Olaplex. We're on number 77. The #1 pick for me is gotta be the #4 Blonde Enhancer Toning Shampoo. This is the only purple shampoo that I use on my hair, and I don't use it very often. And I'll tell you why. Because I have highlights and lowlights, but my hair is naturally blonde. So whenever I use this, it is so powerful that what it does is it starts to turn my lowlights into more of like that reddish color. And eventually, if I keep using this, it would turn my lowlights just into my normal hair color. So it's been... I'll put it on screen how many days. I'll have to look it up, but I've used this maybe twice since my hair appointment. I get my hair done every 3 months. Around 2.5 months, when it's getting really close to my next appointment, I'll start getting more compliments from people on my hair. Like, did you just get your hair done? Did you? And I'm like, why are people asking me that? What they're seeing is after I use this for 2.5 months, you'll see a little bit of this right here. My natural color starts to come through, and it kind of looks like I've got a little bit of brown, a little bit of red, a little bit of blonde, because this is starting to turn the lowlights into more of my hair color, and then eventually into like highlight shades. So it's giving credit to the Olaplex, and it's also giving major credit to my hairstylist because she's amazing. Love her. That is a $30 purple shampoo. They do offer a conditioner as well, but for me personally, I just use a cheap conditioner. Sometimes when you use a purple shampoo, it can be a little rough on your hair. So just buy a cheaper conditioner. That way you can put a bunch of it in there. Or a hair mask would be good to use after a purple shampoo, just to give your hair that moisture back. Don't suggest getting the conditioner, just the shampoo. Next up is Ole Henriksen, and what I would recommend is the Glow Strong Mini Moisturizer Eye Cream Duo. It's $25, but a $40 value. And this is what you're going to get, essentially, is the Strength Trainer Peptide Boost Moisturizer and the Banana Bright Plus Eye Cream. This is a wonderful moisturizer. It's a thicker formula. I'm almost out of mine, but it's like a hybrid between a gel and a cream, in my opinion. I really do enjoy this one. And the Banana Bright Plus is very similar to the Goop Glow and to the Naturium that I showed you in part 1. It has a little bit of a tint to it, but it is a nice hydrating eye cream. I really do love it. It has like a little yellow vitamin C kind of color to it. But yeah, I would definitely recommend trying this set out because you get to try both products and they're both really good. The next brand is One Size Beauty, and this is a no-brainer as well. It is the Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. I can't live without this. It is a phenomenal setting spray. It is going to make your makeup last all day long, and I love how it's a continuous mist. It's like an aerosol hairspray for your face. If you've never tried this, it does have a heavy scent to it. Just hold your breath, spray it on, and you will not have to worry about your makeup all day. You can get a mini for $17, or this is $32. The next brand is The Ordinary. And I have tried several things, but I think for me personally, what works best for me is the hyaluronic acid serum. It's 2% plus B5 hydrating serum. It's $9.90 or $17.50 for the bigger size. All right, so hear me out. This formula, what I like to do is when I get out of the shower, I always put this on right away before I even wipe my face. When my face still has a little bit of moisture from the shower, I'll put this on and let that hydrate my face until I come down to do the rest of my skincare and stuff at my vanity area. This is something that I just can't live without. I have it every day in my routine, so that would be my number one pick from The Ordinary. But they do make a lot of good products. Next up is Oribe. And Oribe is expensive. I'm not going to lie to you, it is. But hear me out. Their dry texturizing spray, you can get a mini for $26 or the full size is $52, but it's online only. But I was gifted this little sample. I wanted to show you in action. So my hair was curled yesterday. I slept on this hair. Just spray a little, like lift your hair, spray a little bit of it, and just watch how it lifts. It's a beautiful texture spray. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. It smells amazing as well. But if I use this all over, it's going to give you so much lift, so much volume, and it smells amazing. Like, amazing. So I don't know if you can tell a difference, but my hair is definitely no longer flat, and I could keep like teasing it with my fingers and it'll just keep growing. It's so good. I love this product. So next up is from Ouai, and I've tried a few things from Ouai. I love their St. Bart's scent, their moisturizers, their body scrubs, everything is so good. But this, I purchased this a few months ago. It is the Hair Gloss Protect Color and Treat Damage. It is called, the name of it is the Hair Gloss In Shower Shine Treatments, $34. Oh my gosh, the scent of this is just to die for. It says, get your shine in the shower. Hair Gloss is made with hyaluronic acid and rice water and will protect color, boost shine, reduce frizz, and take strength up a notch. And then directions, clean hair and remove excess water. So what I'll do is I'll shampoo my hair, and I don't even use conditioner, just shampoo my hair, and then I'll go ahead and do everything else in the shower and kind of let my hair dry a little bit. And then separate hair into 2-inch sections and apply a pea-sized amount to each section from mid-length to ends. Comb through. Chill out for 5 minutes and rinse clean. Skip conditioner and use a leave-in conditioner if you need more detangling or hydration. For best results, style with heat. So, just like that Color Wow product I mentioned earlier, it needs heat to activate. So once you get out, blow dry your hair with a round brush, and you are going to notice that your hair is so shiny and so smooth. I love this, and the way my hair smells when I use this product is to die for. I love this. I swear by it. $34, a little pricey, but if you use it as directed, you're going to have it for a long time. All right, the next brand is Pat McGrath Labs. And this one was hard for me because I want to recommend her palettes, her Mothership palettes, but they're $128, and I just don't feel like it's enough of a deal with the 10, 15, or 20%, because on Pat McGrath's website, every year, or even sometimes twice a year, she'll do like 30 to 45% off. So if you were curious about her brand, I highly suggest waiting for one of her sales on her website. But if you want to buy something from Sephora and use your discount during this sale, I would suggest this little Pat McGrath Labs Intensifies Artistry Wand. This is what the packaging looks like. Mine is dirty because I've used it, but it's literally a click-up style pen, and the product comes out, and it's like a waxy formula. I'll just tell you how I do it. I always prime my eyes first, set with a little translucent powder, and then go in with my matte shades. After I'm done with the mattes, I'll put this artistry wand only where I'm going to put my shimmers, and it makes them pop. Not only does it make the shimmers pop, it makes them last longer and it prevents you having fallout throughout the day. So I've had this on for quite a while now, and I do not see hardly any glitter on my face whatsoever. And it's because of this. I'll have to put the pricing on screen. I don't think it's very expensive, maybe like $30-ish. But if you can get it on discount, this is what I would recommend from Pat McGrath. Like I said, I wanted to recommend the Mothership palette, and if I did recommend one of her palettes to you, it would definitely be Moonlit Seduction. It's very beautiful. We have Patrick Ta. Patrick Ta just recently came out with some new shades of his blushes, his blush duos, and I am so obsessed with this product. It's the Major Headlines Double Take Cream and Powder Blush Duo. He has 12 shades in total, but this one is not too much. It's $38. You get a very nice compact with the mirror. The cream has a protective cover, and this is the powder blush. Stunning. The formula, the color, everything about this is perfection for my skin tone. It is currently sold out. This shade is sold out. Not too much, but keep an eye out for it. If they're smart, they're going to bring it back before the sale starts, or maybe even during the sale. We'll give them a little slack. We'll say at least during the sale. But I would keep your eye out for this if you're able to get it. Yes, run, get it. The next brand is Paula's Choice. Now, they have the Exfoliation Experience Kit. It has the 2% BHA and the 6% mandelic acid AHA. It's a limited edition set for $24. I have the BHA right here. This is the mini size. And then this is a sample of the new 6% mandelic acid and lactic acid exfoliant. This is what the sample size is compared to the mini. But they do have a set available. It is limited edition for $24, so go ahead and get that. In my opinion, both of these work beautifully to help with your pores and your texture and to smooth your skin. I highly suggest these. I use these as toners just about every day. Love this product. Next up is the brand Peace Out. And I do like a few of the products. This one would be the #1 pick. It's the Instant Pore Perfector. It's $28. It's just a nice smoothing primer. It says has hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and mushroom extract. Instant benefit long-term treatment. So I like the fact that this product does smooth your skin. It's not the most blurring primer I've ever used, but what I do like about it is that it's treating your skin. So over time, your pores will a little bit more perfected, I guess you would say. So yeah, Peace Out Instant Pore Perfector. Try this out if you've not and get it on sale. It's a pretty affordable primer as it is, but that discount makes it even better. The next brand that I tried is Peter Thomas Roth. This is kind of expensive, but it's one of those products that does work. Even Smoother Glycolic Retinol Resurfacing Serum at $65. This is a little 5 ml sample size. If you've tried the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow AHA Resurfacing Night Serum, this and this are almost identical in formula. I feel like they do the exact same thing. They even look the same. So Pharmacy here, Peter Thomas Roth here. I did pump out a little bit more of the Pharmacy, of course, but once you blend these out, they feel exactly the same on the skin. I feel like they do the same thing. They both provide like a little bit of a tingle to the skin, so you know it's working. Like you can feel it instantly kind of tightening everything and resurfacing. It's really good. It's an expensive serum, but if you're on the market for a good night serum, that's one I would definitely suggest. Next up is the brand Pureology. Pureology Color Fanatic Heat Protectant Leave-In Conditioner. I love this product because it says 21 essential benefits. Multitasking leave-in spray for color-treated hair. Protects your color. It's a leave-in conditioner. It's a heat protectant. It does all of these beautiful things, and it has a wonderful scent. This is a sample that I was gifted from Ulta, I believe. But you can pick this up at Sephora. It is available for $11 for the mini, $35 for the full size, or $54 for like the value size. And just so you know, where I just did this night serum on my hand and the Peter Thomas Roth, I can feel the tingle. Like it does. You can feel it. Next up is Rare Beauty. Now, Rare Beauty was hard for me because I love a lot of her products. If I had to give a #1 pick, it would be the Brow Harmony Flexible Laminating Brow Gel. $17. I have backup upon backup of this because it was marked as limited edition for the longest time, but now it is not. So hopefully they got the hint that we want this around permanently. It is a beautiful, lightweight brow gel that does not leave my brows crunchy or flaky. It's hands down my favorite brow gel I've ever used. The other thing from Rare Beauty that was like really close to being my number one is her eye primer, which I will be repurchasing soon. But actually, this is already in my cart for the sale. It's so good. And it's $21 if you're curious. It's the best eye primer ever, other than a MAC paint pot. We have Rose Inc. And my favorite thing that I've tried so far from Rose Inc. is their cream blushes. It's the cheek and lip color in the shade Heliotrope. They do have 9 shades, and they're $32, which is a little pricey for a cream blush. But this formula is very unique, in my opinion. It's, of course, a cream, but it feels almost whipped and moussey. It's a very light shade, so you kind of have to build it up on my skin tone. There you go. It's like a peachy. It's a little bit like the Danessa Myricks as far as how it sets down and how it feels, but this one's a little bit more hydrating. But I love it. It's a beautiful formula. Heliotrope is the shade, and like I said, there are 9 other colors to choose from. So far, this is my favorite from Rose Inc., and I love the packaging. Next brand is Saie, and I'm not going to lie to you, I have not tried anything from Saie that I absolutely love, but if I had to pick one thing from the brand to recommend to you, it would be this. It's the 101 Lengthening and Lifting Mascara. It's $16 for the mini or $26 for the full size. This is what the wand looks like, and it's kind of similar to the Give Beauty wand, where at the end you can see the bristles are like a little different on the edge to like really get in there, and I do really like this formula. It's not something that I'm going to run out and repurchase. It's not a holy grail, but it is really good. And the mini, I said 16, full size is 26. It's not that bad. It's a typical mascara price from Sephora. But anyways, from the brand, this is my number one. And we've made it to Sephora collection, and that would be number 92. The 12-hour contour eyeliner pencils. There are 21 colors. My favorite by far is Tiramisu. It's $11. This is what the product looks like. I love it. I use it just about every day for every look. It's really good. The next brand is Shiseido, and my number one thing to tell you about is their eyelash curler. It's just hands down my favorite eyelash curler. This is $25. I have 2 of them. I use one of them after I've done my mascara and after it's dried, and I use the other one before. And I wanted to show you the difference. So on this eye, I used this again after my mascara dried, and on this eye, I didn't. So you can see how much more lifted this eye looks compared to this side. So I just did that on purpose to show you guys. You need that eyelash curler. It's so good. Next up is the brand Skin Fix, and I don't have this with me. It is the Barrier Plus Triple Lipid Peptide Cream. You can get a mini for $20, $46 for the refill, or $54 for the like original size, or a big value size for $78. It's a beautiful moisturizer. I do really like it. Like I said, I just have my favorites that it's hard for me to kind of veer off of, but I did try a sample of that, and the best product that I've tried. Smashbox, and I have tried quite a few things from Smashbox, but on Sephora's website there aren't that many products available to choose from. So from what they have available, I would just go with the original Photo Finish Smoothing and Blurring Primer. This is of course a sample size, but they have it available in a mini for $16, $42 for the full size, or a big jumbo for $60. This is like the original blurring primer. It is a silicone feel on the skin, but if you let it dry down, it actually does a really good job. And I've used it recently again to test it out and get a good idea of how I feel about it now, because it's been years, and I do really enjoy it. It's a really good primer. So if you've forgotten about that and if you slept on it, you need to try it. It's really good. Next brand is Sol de Janeiro. This is one of the little samples that I got. This is the Beija Flor Elasticream. The Beija Flor scent is my favorite. And they have a Beija Flor Jet Set, and it's like a little kit, and it's like a little makeup bag basically that you can take with you on the go, and it's only $30. It's a $36 value, but I'm pretty sure I'll put it on screen for you. You get your little spray, you get a lotion, and you get either a deodorant or body wash, I think, with it. But it's such a good deal, and this is my favorite scent, so that's what I would recommend from Sol de Janeiro. Number 97 is Saint Tropez. This is newer to me, but I do highly recommend this, and I'll tell you why. It's the Self Tan Supreme Violet Mousse. It's $48. This is what the product looks like. And it says for a natural deep olive tan. It's a bronzing mousse. So get you a mitt, pump out some of this onto your mitt. I usually start on my arms. And right now you can see the difference because I don't put it on my hands. I try to avoid it on my palms of my hands. But as you can see, the rest of my body still looks really good. And I used this over a week ago. It's so good. If you lean a little bit more olive in your skin tone, you're going to love this self tan because it's not too orangey looking. It is the most gorgeous olive self tan. Next up is Summer Fridays. My favorite thing is the lip butter balms. There are 8 shades. I have the shades Vanilla Beige and the newer one, which is Birthday Cake. Love both of them. Birthday Cake has a little bit of a shimmer to it, not much, and you can't feel it on the lips at all. And the Vanilla Beige favorite of mine because it has a little bit of a tint to it, but not too much. Gives you like a little beigey look on your lips. It's really beautiful. So these are by far my favorite from Summer Fridays, and they run you $24, but they last for such a long time. Next up, number 94 is Supergoop. And I do not have this with me. It is in my beach bag upstairs, but it's the 100% mineral resetting powder with SPF 35. There are 4 shades available. $35, and basically it is a little touch-up powder that has sunscreen in it. So if you are like me and you're at the beach and you don't want to look all greasy but you want to have your sun protection on, you put that over top of your sunscreen. So you're going to want to put your regular 100 SPF or whatever you use on your face, put that on, and then touch up with that powder. And what that's going to do is it's going to tame down some of the shine and the oily look, and it's going to help kind of blur out some of your pores. It's a really fantastic product to use at the beach, so I highly, or at the pool. I highly suggest that. And again, it's $35 from Supergoop. That's my favorite product I've ever tried. It's so unique. Next up is Tan Luxe, and I do not have this any longer. I ran it out, but my number one pick is the Gradual Illuminating Gradual Tan Lotion. It's $34, but it is a beautiful, quick self-tan. If you put it on, you're going to gradually get darker throughout the day. Just put it on like you would a normal lotion, but make sure you blend it in everywhere. For instance, when I'm wearing my uniform at work, I just have to make sure my arms and my neck and chest are self-tanned. That's something I can do very quickly. It does give a little bit of illumination to the skin too, so it makes you look a little bit more glowy. And by the end of the night, I'm looking tan again. It's really phenomenal, and it lasts quite a while. It doesn't last as long as the Saint Tropez, but it is a really good option. So I really enjoy that. Tarte, and my favorite product from Tarte is the Timeless Smoothing Primer. You can get the mini for $22 or the full size for $42. I no longer have this in my collection because I have so many primers right now, but once I kind of dwindle through my collection a little bit, I will repurchase that because it's a phenomenal smoothing primer. It really is. Next is Tatcha. Tatcha has a lot of wonderful products, but for me, my favorite is the Kiss You Lip Mask. And I was able to get this from QVC. I got the duo for a really good deal, but it is available for $29 on Sephora. And I think this is a little bit more of a lightweight gel formula compared to Laneige. Comes with this beautiful little gold spatula, and it's just an awesome lip mask. So I wanted to share with you my number one Tatcha recommendation. And like I said, if you're able to get the duo on QVC and save you even more money. The next brand is Tom Ford. And I do not have this any longer, but I was given a sample of the Traceless Soft Matte Primer from Sephora. It's a $90 primer on its own, but like the full size is $90. I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon, but if I had to suggest anything from Tom Ford, that would be it. It's probably my favorite primer I've ever tried. But like I said, I have a huge collection right now, so it wouldn't make sense to purchase a $90 primer. It's something that's on my radar and I will purchase in the future, but that again is Tom Ford. And now we're on to number 104, Too Faced. Too Faced makes a lot of good products, but the Cloud Crush Blurring Blush, there are 6 shades available and it's $29. It's this beautiful little package with a mirror, and then this is the shade Head in the Clouds. It's my favorite shade. I'm wearing it today on top of the Danessa Myricks. stunning blush. It does everything it says in the name. It blurs your skin and it gives just a beautiful color to the cheek. Next up is Tower 28, and again, this is a brand that it was hard for me to pick, but I went ahead and picked the Make Waves Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara. There are 2 colors. I have both shades. This one is Drift that I picked out of my drawer. This is the Wand. It is a brown shade. It's a warm brown, and I love having a brown mascara, and the formula on this is just top notch. The applicator, I mean, it's okay, but it's not my favorite style applicator, but the formula on this mascara is really, really good, and it is only $20. You can get a mini size now for $12. So, of course, you know, I always suggest getting the mini to try it. But if you like a brown mascara, try this shade Drift. It's really good. Tula. The Tula Skincare, I love this product. It is the Secret Solutions Pro Glycolic 10% Resurfacing Treatment Toner. I cannot go without this product. I love to rotate my toners. This, the Paula's Choice, I have a Tatcha toner. The Fenty one is more of like a toner serum. But anyway, this actually does smooth your skin. It's phenomenal. And it is $46 for the full size or $14 for a mini. And yeah, if you're looking for a nice glycolic toner that's going to help smooth out your pores and your texture, this is a good one. Yes, we're getting there. We're on number 107, Urban Decay. This is the no-brainer. The All-Nighter Waterproof Setting Spray. You can get a mini for $17 or the full size for $36. This has to be in my collection. I cannot go without it. It is a beautiful setting spray. I love it. I will tell you, they have a new foundation, the Face Bond, that just came out, and I think I'm going to pick it up during the sale. So just wanted to mention that, but this is my number 1 product from Urban Decay. The next brand that I've tried is Verb. This is the Ghost Weightless Hair Oil. It's only available online. It's $20 for the mini or $34 for the full size. This is what the product looks like. It smells good. It's a lightweight oil for your hair that you can put on while it's damp and then style your hair. And it's going to give you some protection. It's going to give you some shine. And it's going to tame frizz. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful product. The next product is from Westman Atelier. My favorite thing that I've tried so far is the Face Trace Cream Contour Stick. There are 3 shades. The mini is 26, which is what I have, or the full size is 48. This is in the shade Biscuit. This is what the product looks like. I used this today to contour, and then I used the Give Beauty on top. And I used this to contour my nose. It's my favorite contour. And Westman Atelier, the blushes are about, I would say they're about the same formula-wise and same price. But I feel like this is just something that is extraordinary. And it would be my favorite product from Westman Atelier. Number 110 is Youth to the People. This is the Peptides Plus C Energy Eye Concentrate. Brighten and smooth and depuff. This is a vitamin C and caffeine eye serum, basically. And it is $48 for the full size. This is just a little sample, but you get quite a bit in this little sample. It's 3 mLs. And I've really been enjoying this. I like to put this on and then put those dew eye patches on. It plumps your skin. That's what it does. Anyway, that's my favorite thing I've tried from the brand. They do have a few other things like serums and stuff, but so far this is my favorite. It's an eye serum. Last product. We've made it to 111. Can you believe it? The YSL All Hours Luminous Natural Matte Foundation. There are 40 shades and it's $62. But from everything I've tried from YSL, this is my favorite. I do want to try their mascara. Everybody raves about it, and I just never have tried it. I have it in the shade MN5. They do have these new eyeshadow palettes. They're like little quads that come in a clutch, and it looks so pretty. I'll put it on screen for you because I just have to show you. I am curious to try those, but it's a lot of money for 4 shadows, so I don't know if I'll ever do it. But anyway, this foundation is SPF 30, luminous matte, up to 24-hour full coverage, weightless feel. I agree with all of that. It does get a little bit more luminous on my skin than I prefer. So I can only wear this for about 8 hours, and I do have to blot it quite a bit, but it is a beautiful formula, and it makes your skin look so good and healthy. But again, it's just not my favorite foundation formula, but it's my favorite product from YSL. So we made it to the end. If you are still here, I love you guys. I just hope you enjoyed this. I really wanted to sit down and go through everything and do it a little different than everybody else. Like, this is just how I chose to do it this year. I had fun creating this video for you. I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you are able to get you some good deals and enjoy getting a little bit of a discount. I love shopping this Sephora sale. My cart is already ready to go, of course. I'll try to get this up before the sale starts for you. If not, it'll definitely be up during the sale. So just give you some ideas. You know, that's what I'm here for. Give you my personal opinion on what I think is good. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.